Lounge. I'm Gary.
I'm Dorrie, just Dorrie.
Oh, we're trying something totally new this time.
Yeah,
we are not only at Dorrie's Chapeau, that's a hat, Chateau.
Everybody come over and enjoy my hat.
We're outdoors, so you're going to hear some shit. We're outdoors in Lebanon, so you're going to hear some white trash shit. Sons of the soil. So we just been doing a little housing project here.
No, let's point it out. I didn't do shit. Okay.
You did some.
Nope.
You entertained me while I was doing shit.
Now let's rephrase that for that listener.
Yeah,
no, I needed a little tiny retractable awning above my little tiny door, my little tiny house, my little 3 square foot house, to sort of block out some rain and keep the water from coming in the door and all that stuff. And so Gary put it up for me.
And there it is.
Was that a bee?
That's a bee.
Oh, God.
We are literally out in nature. So, yeah, you're going to hear some, there's a dirt track nearby. There may be some,
well, and also I don't have my pop screen on
Confederate
because I'm
gunfights.
laying,
Yeah,
I'm
she's
laying
literally
in a
prone
chaise.
right now.
Hey.
And,
I'm in my shirt.
talking into it like
Stop. Just
okay, then.
don't do it.
So, it's been a while. What can, pray tell, what do you got on the docket?
I want people to stop putting plants in my drinking water. Discuss.
Did not see that one coming. Okay. Done. I will stop doing that.
Because everywhere I fucking go now.
Yeah.
You can't just can I just have a glass of water? Right? You want to go, have a glass of water. Okay. And then what do you expect?
Maybe water. There.
Or you go, maybe at a party or an event, and there's like a water urn. You expect water. People are putting plants in my water. Rosemary and lavender and shit.
Just you?
It's just everywhere.
Wow.
Everywhere I go, it's like, oh, let's put cucumbers. And first to start off with citrus.
You're going to the fancy places.
First away, it was citrus, which I'm like, because to me, water with citrus in it tastes like weak lemonade.
Yeah.
Like they fucked up and didn't make it right.
Like flat LaCroix.
Exactly. I went to school with Flat LaCroix. What a guy.
A hell of a gypsum player. That's not a word.
Gypsum? That's like a mineral.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Sheetrock. I haven't even been drinking.
Yeah, bullshit.
Oh, well, much.
You had 1.
Okay.
2. 5 at the most.
Okay, so let's...
Anyway, so the plants.
Let's talk... Well, okay.
I'm done with it.
Right, okay.
I'm done with it.
We're done with it.
No
Okay.
rosemary. No lavender. I don't want any plant life in my water.
You need to bring your own strainer.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want a cup of water.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now.
I can get you that.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I just wanted, before it slips in my mind, I think we need to discuss the new comedic gold that you just busted onto my head there.
Come on. Okay, well, it's winter, though.
Well, yeah, give credit where credit's due.
And it was winter of opportunity. Ding, trademark. No one cares because no one knows who this is. Michael Winder is a friend of ours. He's my writing partner, actually.
He's not famous.
I'm cheating on Gary with Michael.
Exactly. Out there being creative and funny. I don't know.
Well, because Gary's my podcast partner and Michael's my writing partner.
Okay.
And I don't have to get my sheets dirty.
Not that time.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's called Letterkenny. Letterkenny.
Would not have stumbled across it on my own. I'll tell you that.
No, me either. Yeah. And Michael said you just got to watch some Letterkenny on the Hulus. Oh, okay. I trust his comedic judgments.
He's not steered us wrong.
And I went, okay, I'm in. I watched both seasons twice.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary's over here putting up the awning for me. Not a euphemism.
No.
And
literally an awning.
I said we took a breakie after he was done. I go, okay, episode of Letterkenny, because it's kind of dodgy. I've steered Gary towards some things before, and he's like, I didn't like it. I'm like, fuck,
yeah,
because I have a very weird like gauge of things that I appreciate.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you would like Disenchantment, which
we've been watching it. Actually.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
See, I like it too.
Mrs. E's into it.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
So the Letterkenny out of Canada, deep into Canada. I can't describe it. Just find it. Find it.
Yeah.
Just find it.
It is truly glorious.
It is. And I have a weird crush on Wayne.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you?
But yeah.
So, goddamn, what we've as per usual, we hung out for several hours, and spewed comedy gold all over the place, and now the idea.
Oh, that's what that was.
Coming up with anything else is hard to say. Mrs. A and I bought a kayak, so we've been all northwesty lately.
You've been yakking.
We have. We've yacked probably 30. I think we figured 36 miles worth of yak recently.
Nice.
Yeah. I've
never yacked. I've only floated on the blow-ups.
And I had never, to this point, used to raft the Deschutes when I was a kid, and always had to find time with that. A bunch of drunken high adults and lack of life vests. So now we're floating the Willamette, not considered the cleanest river in town, but
it's calm. It's a calm river.
Oh my God, calm, good and bad.
Oh yeah, because you're there for like on hour 4, going to fuck.
Yeah.
Is this ever gonna fucking end?
That's what we were doing yesterday. I was like, it's starting to get dark. We're getting hungry.
I get this call.
It would it would be nice to not have to paddle our asses off to get out of this eddy current that is just like it. There was times where you go, well, if I fell asleep, I could wake up in Portland, or I could live the rest of my life right here
in a circle,
go nowhere
in a circle.
Yeah. Well, and the best part, yesterday was our third trip down the river, and I floated, and I used to raft when I was a kid, so I'm not a complete greenhorn to it.
Right.
We get in the water, we start paddling along, and the boat's just all over the fucking place. We're just like 2 paddles this way, you're going that way too far, and then trying to. Oh, hey, are the air fillers at your end?
Air fillers. What's that?
The valves that you put the air in. It's an inflatable kayak.
I thought it was a big plastic one.
Yeah, we'll start with that. It's an inflatable kayak.
That's a danger zone.
Well, no, it's actually great.
Is it?
It's real solid, steady, and
okay.
nice. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Not a lot of space. It's a 2-person kayak. It's 12 feet long.
Right.
Turns out we were in it backwards. So it's got skegs on the underside, like little fins, which you don't think do anything until they're in the front. In which
you
case,
didn't see them?
We were under,
But when you turn it over to...
we didn't turn it over.
You inflated it, right? Did you see the bottom of the bing, bing, the little
you
things?
air it up from above, and then you put all your shit in it, and you go down and put it in the water. Well, but if you air... the fillers are at the back. So we aired it up, stuck the seats in it, put all the shit in it, covered up the air fillers and didn't even know it, stuck it in the water. We're like, God damn, this thing is terrible. So, yeah, we had to
I wish I could have seen that.
Get to the edge of the river, get out and change everything around. It was much
If I had to
afterward.
kayak, I would go the big plastic ones, the big, you know. But, I mean, where am I going to put that on an Echo?
Well, that's the beauty of this thing. We have a Ford Focus. Stick it right in the trunk.
Well, it deflates.
That's why. Exactly. You drive down to the river, you air it up, you hop in, and then we've already taken our truck to the other end. Then you pop the things out of it.
Well, that's what we do for when we have a float.
Yeah.
We put one car at one end and one car at the other.
Yeah.
And, God, this is riveting.
It is,
isn't
it?
It's fucking riveting.
This is a lifetime.
I want to do a shout out, though, to Married as Fuck, Married AF podcast, to Tipsy 60 podcast, to Bullshit Hold My Beer podcast, I Shake My Head podcast. Anything on your face?
All these pals. I recently got into Ear something. It's about life in San Quentin.
Ooh.
It's Ear Hustle.
Okay.
It's a kind of a grown-up podcast done by the people that do.
So you're saying ours is for children?
Or something? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh, Radio Lab. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's the real thing.
Yeah, they're pros. And just like how stuff works, guys, and all that.
Yeah, but the whole pro thing. The pro thing.
They're fine.
What did you just figure out how to do, though, Gary?
Right.
What did you just figure out how to do?
I put up a thing.
The awning.
Oh yeah. So big announcement for the listeners of the show who for Chuck out
it's
there.
Dakota and Anissa. Really, that's
and it'll be easier to get them on now because we have the ability to do phone interviews.
Woo!
Like pros, yo.
Come the wind.
So I think we've talked a little bit about the low power FM station we've done some work with.
Yes.
KORC FM LP.
We've done the announcements.
We have. I've actually driven to work in the morning and heard both of our voices talking to us. It's very strange. So there's a low power FM station that my dad's best friend who does these things has set up. It's long,
it's cool,
slow, boring story. But at any rate, I asked him what his recommendation would be for getting being able to bring phone interviews in on the pod, because the way we've done it so far, if you couldn't tell, is to have
I'm hovering over a mic with a phone, basically.
Yeah, with the cell phone on speaker, and it sounds like dog shit. So, and then Mrs. E has to go through every time that person speaks. She's got to bring that level up, and it still isn't.
But Kevin Goatee
working out.
was a trooper, and so was Suze Meyer.
Exactly.
They were
both
troopers.
Both of them great interviews, but just a little hard on the listener, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So the beauty of this is we're going to be able to actually use the landline that Mrs. E and I have, because we're ancient, and get legitimate sounding calls, and we can have people like Anissa. I know it's kind of hard for her to get out sometimes,
Right.
and maybe Dakota's out doing Dakota stuff, and or whoever. And
Wow.
And Kevin Goatee wants to be on the show again.
Yes.
So we want to have a few of these
Comedians
folks.
watching comedians.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, get out there and watch that. I'm gonna have to bone up on it because I know he's gonna ask if we've been watching the show.
You said bone.
Yeah, I did. So,
Yeah, I will. I'll get up on that. I did watch a few before. I'll watch some more again. There's so much fucking TV gold.
Yeah,
God damn it.
It really is a fine
And fucking
time.
Canada now
Yeah.
interrupts my whole thing with Letterkenny.
Mm-hmm. Now they're gonna make you go to Canada.
I've been to Canada 3 times.
Yeah.
I loves me some Canada.
It's pretty all right.
Vancouver once and Toronto twice.
And they got the poutine.
I've never had poutine.
Well, you've been on the health kick lately. We do not need to introduce you to
I don't
poutine.
want gravy. I don't like gravy.
Yeah,
I'm not a
but
gravy girl.
It is golden
Nah.
handiness. So let's give listeners an update on your current
Oh,
self-improvement kick, you little Californian.
as
Think you're better than me?
well, my whole face looks like a vagina now because I've lost weight.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you were oddly
I wanna
attracted to
speak
my chin.
Cling on to you, yeah.
Well, I've lost as of 2 days ago 48 pounds.
That is 2 Backstreet Boys.
Right?
Isn't that insane?
And then I've got
Do you feel lighter? Can you feel it when you're
yes,
up and
like
moving?
well,
and
I
stuff?
could shave my legs without bringing in a team of experts and an oxygen tank.
That would be the Backstreet
Right?
Boys, man. How's your sleep?
Not changed.
No, okay.
Working on that.
Yeah.
That's menopause. That's the menopause.
You could take
Talking.
that like spiked steel ball out of your bed. I would recommend that. I mean, you do what you want to do.
That's personal.
Okay, never mind. Sure.
Well, no,
You do you.
that was a prize I want. Never mind. But no, yeah. So
My cat's breath smells like cat food.
I need to lose another 30. What did I say? 30 something, 36, something like that.
30 something.
Pounds, to go.
Right.
I've got till May. That's when I've given myself to May to make the entire goal.
Then you're lopping off your foot.
I am lopping up my foot. Well, come Christmas time, I wants to be down at least 10 more pounds by Christmas.
Okay.
And then we'll kind of take it from there till May.
And remind everybody what it is you're doing to make all this happen.
What am I
What aren't you doing?
eating something?
Mm-hmm.
Sketch
Yeah.
reference. No one knows about. I'm not on any fucking bullshit. Keto, beto, banga bingo, paleo.
I recommend the Beto. Been
Bush-
doing it since I was a teenager.
I don't eat that shit. I'm just eating sensibly. Like today, for example, I'm eating stuff I shouldn't. You know why? It's a holiday weekend.
Right, and it doesn't count.
No, and I realized that when I do eat shit once in a while,
It's good for you.
I don't gain any weight
Yeah.
because I am exercising 7 days a week.
Whoa,
I am. Oh, here comes a big
the wind.
windstorm. Here comes the rain again. Anyway, so I'm just eating sensibly. Seriously, I'm just having so the breakfast is like either an Ensure or like a bran cereal or like an omelet crammed with greenery.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lunch is a salad, and dinner is whatever. I mean, I don't eat a whole lot of different stuff. Really,
That seems to be it. I
yogurt, cheese is good. I don't drink milk anymore. I don't eat meat unless once in a blue moon.
think longevity is boring. You just got to do everything that's boring. Do the same thing all the time and stick to it.
Yeah, but it can make it interesting though. Like you could do the old hummus. That's my life right now. The
Wow.
hummus is
Okay.
exciting.
That is.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
like garlic. This is boring, but suffice it to say, I just don't eat like a 12-year-old anymore. I don't go to Jack in the Box every day. I don't not move. I don't eat constantly. I'm not caught in an emotional food chain.
Good.
I'm out of it.
Yeah.
So I've still got a lot to go, but I've lost a size. I've gone down to 3X to 2X.
Nice.
My waist continues to shrink, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Again, chin looks like a vagina, but whatever. Yeah, everything is shrinking down. And I went up and down the stairs. This seems trivial to people who have normal legs, but when you're old and fat and you don't exercise, you lose your balance, you lose your strength, and your center of gravity is thrown off.
Oh.
So going upstairs was a fucking chore because I had so much fat and gut that it threw everything off. So I've had to retrain myself to get up and not have my feet turned out, but turn straight.
Oh.
And that sounds weird.
Yeah.
But I've had to restructure my body.
Wow.
Yeah, people don't talk about that part when you're
No.
fat. They don't talk about it. So now, long story short, at the Majestic, where we do a lot of stuff and things, 2 flights of stairs, went up them without using the railing. Good night, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, so that sounds stupid.
Did you have knee pain or anything like that before?
Yeah. My knees were shot. My knees were shot years ago. My knees were shot in college because I'm just tall and
But you were popular in college.
that's before I discovered knee pads.
Yeah.
And then it was too late.
Well, yeah.
It's too late.
Damage is done.
Yeah. In more ways than one. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just continuing to lose. But today is a silly day. I'm having silly food. But that's okay because tomorrow I'm back on whatever.
I don't know if I've often said, but I have said that doing things, bad for you things, won't hurt you if you don't do them too much.
Correct.
And doing good for you things won't help you if you don't do them enough.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Put that shit on a T-shirt,
Yeah,
yo.
absolutely. It was a little wordy, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, because it's true. It's a reward.
Yeah.
It's truly a holiday because I can eat something that's not. I mean, I didn't go out and get like McDonald's, but I had like vegetarian hot dogs. Ooh,
Wild woman.
Like 2 of them. Ooh.
Oh, hey there.
Or just like I'm having some cider now.
Yeah,
Hey, it's okay. As long as you don't do it every single day, you're fine.
exactly.
You know? That's super boring.
Cider
too.
only really looks big because it's far away.
It's super boring. This is really boring.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
This
move
is
on
horrible.
to something else.
This
You
is
got
I like
you
the,
got a pink pad right there.
I like
with
the plants in
all
my water,
kinds
Joe.
of there's got to be some shit on there.
There is. There might be some real shit on there.
No,
I don't know.
literally.
I need people to stop turning nouns into gerunds.
Gerunds?
Yes,
What's
gerund is basically a verb with an ing.
Oh, look at you with all these fucking fancy
English
words.
teacher.
Okay.
And somebody out there is going to go, well, actually, that person needs to fucking die.
Actually, comma.
Yeah, that person needs to die.
Yeah.
Adulting is one term. The word adult is a noun. It is a person, place, or thing.
Noun is a person, place, or
Thing.
thing.
You don't put an ing on that shit.
Mm.
Knock it off. Because everyone thinks they're funny. I'm like, oh, I was adulting today. No, you sound like a retard. Okay, stop it. You don't adult. That's not real.
That's why they don't have to do it.
I'm the biggest 12-year-old there is, and not once have I ever said.
You've never adulted.
I've never said, oh, I adulted today. No. Just accept that you're 12.
Yeah,
Move on.
exactly.
Don't say you adulted or adulting.
Get your Stretch Armstrong out.
Stop fucking with the English language, I guess is what I'm saying.
That reminds me. There was a Stretch Armstrong like green monster toy.
Yes, there was. That was his enemy. That was his arch nemesis.
Okay. Well, my buddy Jimmy and I were pulling on one when we were
Okay,
kids.
I want you to clarify that statement.
That was a long time ago.
Alrighty.
We were at a daycare center and pulled it and got a hole in it and started eating the goo from the inside. It was purple. It was like grape flavored gel.
It was not grape flavored, was it?
It was, as far as I can recall. See, it had no effect on me. So that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, daycare. Wow, flashback.
I'm sorry.
Which reminds me, we have recently taken to singing the "Hole in the Bottom of the Sea" song. Do you remember that one? Did you ever learn it?
See, that was not a part of my growing up.
No.
I only learned that song as I was an adult. I'm like, what the fuck is that song? Ours was "There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza." Dear, see, no one knows that one.
No.
So that must be a California thing.
No. Yeah.
Stewie does that, you know.
Does he?
The log in the bottom of the sea. Yeah, he does a whole
Yeah.
thing. He's in an old folks' home singing to them. So you're singing the song?
Yeah.
Why?
We I don't know. We
Who's
just started. Me and Mrs. E. And we're.
While you were yakking?
There's getting to be a. Oh yeah, actually it was. It was a way to pass the time as we were having to paddle our asses
He was
off.
yakking.
Yeah. So.
You've never heard "There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza"? You've never heard "Dear Liza"?
No, I've heard Ricky Nelson's version. My bucket's got a hole in it. There's a lot of holes.
I love bucketing. No, it's there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, and then dear Liza, a hole, and then she goes, then mend it, dear Willie, you silly, dear Willie, then mend it, dear Willie, you really nothing.
Wow.
And then it goes on to he asks her, with what should I mend it, dear
Sounds like Maroon 5.
It's an doesn't everything now sound like Maroon 5?
I think so.
It's an aria.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Should we how are we gonna chop these up? What are we gonna do?
Well, we chopped them up last time, and by the time Mrs. E sat down to do them, there were like 7 minutes. So
God, well, it's okay to have short.
We can do a little bit.
All right.
What we should do, though,
I want to be able to release
that we have forgotten
Giggity.
to do is to put a station break and identification in. So let's do that here.
All right. You're listening to The Tangent Lounge featuring Electric Gary and Dorrie Just Dorrie. You can find us on Podbean, Podcast Addict, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, thetangentlounge.com, and thetangentlounge@gmail.com.
And we're back. See,
I don't know if that was enough, was it?
Strange
All right.
time. She can do magic things like
Also,
Okay.
I caught him off guard. He panicked. I went, also, and he snapped to like a student in class. The word well
Okay.
does not have a P on the end.
Well, sometimes it does.
I'm going to punch you in the throat. Stop it.
It's its own word.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's how you start a sentence. Okay, so if we're going to talk about this, and I probably bitched about this before, is people who start responses to every question with, I mean.
That one in. So.
Yeah.
Harry Shearer did a whole podcast on finding everybody who started with their sentences with the word so when he interviewed them or on other shows.
Okay.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
We don't know why.
New Yorkers big time. A New York podcast I listen to, every response to a question is,
So,
I mean.
Oh, I mean?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it bugs me. I think I've said this before because it bugs me.
I haven't heard that before when
Really?
you said that.
Okay,
No,
good.
I have not.
Well, you're drunk a lot.
Not anymore.
Nope, that's true.
Today's the first day in a long time. I got a little
They're living on
tipsy-doodle.
cactus water and air. It's just strange.
It's better than cactus hair and water.
Oh, true.
Because you know what that's all about.
It'll get you.
You must have something.
I must. We went and saw Pink Martini a few.
Yes, because I house sat it for you.
So yeah, this all happened. Dorrie came and sat with the puppy Louise
And the kitty.
Who sat on her face and purred away while she was trying to sleep. And Mrs. E and I went and saw Pink Martini at the Oregon Zoo in Portland, which doesn't sound like it would be a good venue, but it's a great venue.
Oh, it's amazing. That's where I saw the owl.
Yeah, that's the way we did too, twice now.
Yeah.
And
he got a star, by the way.
Actually, we saw. Oh, he did.
He got a star on Hollywood Boulevard.
We're talking Weird Al here.
Weird Al.
The Owl of the Owls. We went. Anyway, we've seen these guys a bunch of times. Pink Martini's kind of a string section, jazzy sound.
I've never seen them. They're very Oregon.
They are.
Everybody's like, ooh, Pink Martini. I'm like, oh, I must be. I haven't become an Oregonian because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, and the odd thing is they're actually very international because a lot of the music they do is in different languages.
Oh, cool.
Very obscure stuff. And
all right on.
It's kind of a Stan Getzy vibe to it, some of it. But they had a number of guest acts come up on stage. And one of them was the Miss America 2012, which I was thinking that was right after 9/11. That must have been a tough gig. And she sang soprano opera and was fantastic. Personality-wise, I was a little bit here and there on her, but she was quite a singer. And there were probably 8 to 10 different guest acts, but my favorite by far was the Von Trapp family singers.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Great-grandchildren of the Von Trapps. And
crazy.
The musicality of this family is unbelievable, and just tears streaming down my face from vocals, and really caught me off guard. But it was just fantastic. And,
that's heavy.
Yeah, it was great fun. And then
way to bring us down.
Next month, Mrs. E and she got us tickets to see Billy Idol.
No, where?
Oh yeah, same place.
No shit.
It's going to be quite a range.
Oh, the Idol.
Yeah, I saw him on his. Rock the Cradle of Love tour back in 90-ish. And
yeah, you did.
It was pretty rad
I remember when White Wedding came out on the MTVs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Because I'm old.
No.
We've covered this.
Sure, yeah. It's been fed.
Yeah. So, I remember him coming out on the MTVs.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, this guy's cool.
It's gonna be quite an experience, I think.
Sorry, Sandra.
Yeah.
So, okay, what are we doing? What's happening? Because I have a couple of things, but I don't know how far to get into this if we're going to cut.
I say we're like 20.
That's enough.
25.
No one wants more than that.
Okay, yeah, you guys have had enough. That's it.
Yeah, that's
okay.
enough.
Well, let's call it a Tangent Lounge. I'm Gary.
I'm Dorrie, just Dorrie.
And you have been lounged.